July 27, 2022, Aberdeen, Maryland. Local police attend a call about a possible break-in after a man finds his girlfriend unresponsive on the floor.
Where's she at? She's inside.
Take a right. The ambulance is right here. I don't know what's going on.
This is 20-year-old Kayla Hamilton. This man is her boyfriend, Enrique, and he's come home to find her on the floor, tied up by her wrists. She won't wake up.
You see this ligature marks?
Yeah.
So
I just coming from my job. I don't know what's going on.
Enrique says he was at work when he received an unsettling voicemail from Kayla. The police believe it contains the moment of her death.
Who's this?
It's her. She called me, but I don't know what's going on.
What time did she call you?
Hang on to that. 1 second.
What time did she call you?
11.
11 a.m.
Yes. She's so weird. It's weird. Really bad.
Enrique can't understand how this has happened. When he left Kayla that morning, she was full of life, with no idea of the horrors to come.
Somebody come and kill her, really. I don't know.
Is Enrique telling the truth? Has a stranger broken in and murdered his girlfriend? Or is there something else going on? And the case will only get stranger when police learn it might be connected to the infamous and deadly MS-13 gang. Here on The Decoder, with a deep dive into police body cam and interview footage, this is the chilling story of the death of Kayla Hamilton. The city of Aberdeen, Maryland, has a fairly large Spanish-speaking immigrant population. A large portion of them are Salvadoran. 8% of Salvadorans in the U.S. live in Maryland alone, and many of them came there to escape gang activity in their home country. A concern for the local cops, however, is that gang violence might have followed them here. But Kayla Hamilton had no apparent gang affiliations, and at first it's difficult to determine what happened to her.
So there's marks all over her neck, but she wasn't hanging when they found her. So I'm not really sure what we happened.
She's been found in a mobile home shared by multiple residents, none of whom were apparently present at the time of Kayla's death.
Do you want a sheet or anything? Are you good?
I think we want to keep her uncovered.
Uncovered?
Yes. Yeah.
And I will need to get information. I don't have the
Okay, I'll take care of all that. Yeah, I'll get all that. Can you find me a driver's license or something? Because
I'll try.
With having language barrier, it's just easier for me to be able to get that information.
This language barrier is a significant problem for the cops. Spanish is the first language of most of the house's residents.
Ask them if she has a mail or driver's license for any information.
She don't have any.
Yeah.
What's her relationship to you? You don't speak? No English? What's that?
A little bit English.
A little bit English?
Something that's not going to change the outcome. Okay.
Does he speak English?
We do.
Okay.
We've already pronounced yours. I'm sorry to break it to you. Okay. ¿Qué pasó, Kiki?
Está muerta.
Do you have an ID?
No. I'm sorry, buddy. Okay?
I'm sorry.
Do you have a Spanish speaker?
Not on right now.
It makes notifying them of Kayla's death even more difficult.
Is that your sister?
It's my girlfriend, my fiance.
Your fiance?
Yes.
What's her name?
Kayla.
Kayla?
Yeah. Kayla Marie Hamilton.
Is she like anything, like any kind of heart problems, any kind of breathing
No.
problems?
She has autism, PTSD, something like this.
She has PTSD?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she's normally, so
Okay, so me a question. Does she take medication for her PTSD?
no.
Okay. Does she use drugs?
No.
It's just a question I have to ask.
2 years, we be together for 2 years. We don't do nothing, drugs, alcohol.
Nothing. No reason for her to want to use anything like that? Okay. And this is where she lives. This is her address?
Yeah, it's our room.
That's your house?
Room. We rent a room.
Okay, so you rent a room here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so but your driver's license and her driver's license say 3 Inca, correct?
Does Kayla have an ID? A state ID?
Yes.
She has a state ID?
But I don't want to talk about it right now.
I got you.
Come on. You can't do nothing.
No, there's nothing to do. She's been down for too long. Do you
Estaba abierta la puerta. The door was open.
Listen, I don't speak Spanish, so I need you to communicate with me in English, okay? And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I don't speak Spanish, so I can't communicate to you in Spanish. Only English. Can you look at me while I explain things to you so you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. We went in, and if there was anything that we could do to bring her back, we would have. But listen to me. Look at me. She's been gone too long. Okay? So she's been gone too long.
It's just now sinking in for this man that his girlfriend is gone and she's not coming back.
All right?
There's nothing we could have done. I'm sorry.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, I just want you to understand. Do you have any questions for us that I can be of any help to you?
The cops then turn to the other residents.
We're living now in another room.
Is this your casa?
No.
No, you don't live.
We rent. Rent? I'm living. I pay for the room.
You pay for the room?
Yeah, the room over there.
Oh, where do you live?
And the big room here.
Oh, but you do live here?
Yeah, I live here.
Oh, okay.
But did he tell you that her hands were down?
Where are they? No, he didn't. Okay.
Yeah, my son está familiar.
When we found her hands were down.
Yeah, my son.
Okay. What time did you guys find her?
What time?
Yeah, right before you called? Either one of you.
Oh, it's call now. Maybe 10 minutes. It's called me. My son is coming here. Maybe
10 minutes?
Maybe 15 minutes. My son here.
Okay. And what were her hands bound by? Rope?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
None of them can believe what's happened to Kayla.
Yeah, you see that? You see? And right here. Somebody do that, bro. Damn, man. You can't put that. ¿Por qué? Pero, ¿por qué?
They're asking why. Why would someone do this?
You can't do nothing. You can't do anything.
You can't touch her or anything right now.
Can't touch her.
I touch her.
We know. But just don't touch her anymore.
Because the problem is when you touch things in here, that points things to you.
I come and revive her, you know, because I just coming from my job.
I got you.
And I got boss, so you can ask.
Enrique wants to be certain the cops know he was only trying to help, attempting CPR when he found Kayla unresponsive on the floor. But it was too late for her.
You have like your boss's phone number?
My boss, her?
Yeah, no, your boss.
Yes.
Just anybody that could like confirm you were at work today.
Okay.
Yeah, if your manager can, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you saw your manager today?
Huh?
You saw your manager today?
Yeah, I was working with him.
Gotcha. That's fine then. What time did you get home from work? What time did you get home from work?
Remember? Like, 4, something like this. I don't remember.
Okay.
But yeah, for really late.
You were working like Beta Boulevard, that address? That's where you were working?
No, she working right there.
Oh, that's where she works.
Yeah.
Okay.
You live here too?
He's my dad. Okay. I just called him because I wanna help me something to do something.
What time did you get here?
Like a 4:30, something like this. I don't remember because I was thinking something stupid because I thought she cheated on me or something like this. But I can't come home because I was working.
Alright. And you just got home?
Like a 4:30, something like this. Yeah.
There seemed to be no witnesses to what happened. No witnesses other than Kayla herself.
Did she leave you a voice message or something?
Yes, I just...
What did it... Is it in Spanish?
It's nothing. She don't say nothing. Somebody got her.
Can I hear that?
Yeah.
This message dates Kayla's death to around 11 a.m. And at the end of it, there's a male voice.
At the end of this voice message, did you hear like a voice at the end of the voice message talking?
No, like somebody say like a core or something like this.
What?
Core.
Cord?
Yeah. Core, yeah.
But her phone doesn't seem to be here.
Okay.
I'm having them ping it.
What's that?
I'm having them ping the phone
Phone. Okay.
just in case. I don't know. Hopefully whoever...
I was gonna say, are we gonna like seize this phone or?
Got her telephone? No? You don't find it?
No, I'm gonna see if I can.
She had to have had her phone at the time of her death. because she recorded her murder. If it's not on the property, then there's only one real explanation. It's with her killer.
Is it just you two and you that live here?
And another guy.
Somebody new living.
This one. Somebody new coming this morning.
Do you know his name?
He moved in this morning?
Living
No working.
Here now?
It's new.
Is he here now?
He doesn't speak
I
much
don't
English.
think so. I just saw him when I come from my job. I saw him walk for there.
Does he have a car?
No, he walking.
3 of her roommates didn't see anything, but the 4th, a new guy whose name nobody knows, is conspicuously absent.
Somebody knocked the door. I know that, and she coming and laugh. So, see who it is. When he saw the guy or something like this, she called me. So she was having time to call me. You understand? So she called me, but I didn't answer. So I know somebody called. So 11.
Enrique is certain his girlfriend was murdered. This is because Kayla has been diagnosed with high-functioning autism, and she relied on her boyfriend for support. When someone knocked on the door of their room, she would call him. This is what he believes happened that morning. Only because he was at work, he didn't pick up.
Yeah, 11:03 or something. Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody knows this guy's name? Nobody knows the guy's name?
No, I don't know.
What does he look like?
Huh?
What does he look like?
John, like me.
Sure.
John,
Maybe Sandal.
a little bit more, but it's skinny, little how you call it? Like a little bit like my.
They struggled to describe the 4th roommate through the language barrier.
Was that 11:03 today or yesterday? Was it 11:03? Today.
I just come home. I take it.
This morning.
The corner was around the neck.
Yeah.
And I take it out. I try and give her a
Yeah.
bridge. Understand? No, she didn't answer. Yo.
Y entonces, ¿quién puso a lavar? Yo fue como a las 11 cuando yo vine, el celular estaba prendido.
Pues nadie estaba lavando y yo oía el ventilador del piso. Para que no hablara, pues, para que no dijera nada.
I think somebody trying to abuse her, something like this.
Y no pueden ellos investigar dónde está el teléfono.
You can't find the telephone.
Not yet. We'll find it. Not yet.
Porque yo le llamé y no.
You can't think of anybody that might have wanted to cause her harm?
Huh?
You can't think of anyone that might have wanted to cause her harm? Like, this type of thing isn't exactly usually random.
What do you mean?
You can't think of anybody that might have wanted to harm her.
She like calling people or
Nah,
like
she was really nice. She was really nice because I don't know, we really different. We don't smoke, we don't drink, we don't do nothing. We just work, buy a car. We just buy a car, and we try and get married this year.
Originally from Virginia, Kayla had moved to Maryland only recently, and she was working at Sephora. She and her boyfriend had all these ambitions together. Ambitions that will now never be fulfilled because of one unknown man. Or is it more than one?
It's 2 guys, or it's a guy, because in the voice message I heard he say something like a call or something like this. And if she was, how you call it, with the cone right here, so he was talking with somebody, us. Understand? Yeah, so he was talking with somebody else. I think it's like 2 guys or something like this.
¿Oíste cuando te habló que era español?
No, ella dejó un correo de voz.
Oh, there's too much noise surveillance around.
Eran las 11:37 cuando yo lo escuché.
Surveillance out
Ella había venido, la había dado. Ella no dijo nada. Alguien la
El audio dice que en español, oyó en el audio que alguien habló en español que estaban torturando.
Do you guys know any of the neighbors? Are you
No, I
you don't talk to any of them?
We don't. I don't talk. I used to talk to them a little bit because I'm busy in my job and our life.
Ideally, one of the neighbors would have Ring doorbell or other surveillance footage to show them, capturing whoever came and went around 11 a.m. that day. But the residents of the house aren't any help.
She got friends who are from Norfolk, Virginia, or something like this. But I don't know, not much about it.
And these residents are getting impatient.
What are we doing? We can go with the room now. Just my wife and my son.
Just give me a moment to get the medical examiner here. That way she can get the green light on me. It's a little while longer, okay? I know. It's just not gonna be too much longer, hopefully.
Oh, the guy live right here. He use a hat, like
Always a hat.
red, something
Red hat.
Yeah, I remember.
How tall is he?
Huh?
You know how tall he is?
Like me, little bit more. Skinny too. I think he got short right now. Short.
Shorts?
Short.
That's correct.
Think so. Yeah. And tennis, I don't know.
Tennis shoes.
Yes.
Is he's Hispanic?
Yes.
Finally, the detectives arrive.
And I think she had a cord around her neck when he came in.
Where was she at? Was she on the ground or was she hanging?
I'm not sure. He might have told us. I got here at the same time as medics, and like right away they were like, "Yeah, look at her neck," and it's like, it's real.
What was it for?
I think it's that cord.
No, the extension cord?
I assume so because it's the only one I see.
And there's one on a dresser.
And I think this was tied around her hands, or I'm not sure, because he tried to hand me this cord earlier. The thing is, there's one more guy that lives here, and they don't really know him because I think he like just moved in, and he's not here right now. That's the guy's room that we don't know. Okay, I think so. That should be the guy's room that we don't know who he is.
There's still no sign of this mysterious fourth roommate.
They found her over here. She wasn't anywhere else. We found her on the floor there. The story I'm getting from him right now. What's that? It's him what?
I don't think it's him.
Oh, I'm not saying it is.
Yeah, no.
But he's the one that found her. He's the one that moved everything.
I'm gonna ask him like this or like this.
I think he said like he did this gesture when he was.
Yeah, that's when he was talking to me.
He did
his hands like that too.
Enrique is currently in the clear. The cops believe him when he says he was at work.
I want to ask you something.
Yeah, go ahead.
You find her phone. You can, how you call it? You can see the camera.
I don't know about the capabilities of that, but the other guys here are detectives, so that's kind of their thing. The detectives handle that stuff, so I don't. But I'm telling you, like they're absolutely gonna try. They're gonna try to do their best. Okay.
She shared her location with me. It was right here, in this part.
Yeah, that was like at 11.
No,
When was that?
around 4.
Oh, around 4.
Around 4, something like this. So she shared her location a long time ago.
Yeah, and you get to keep it.
And you can see where she is.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. And you saw around when you looked around 4, you saw the phone around here, right? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
So either her phone is still somewhere in the house, or the killer was still in the vicinity when Enrique got home.
The back door, the other side is little open. She come
So I guess the laundry room has a door on the back side of the house. Okay. So that's what they're saying. That door was open.
Kayla's roommates are saying that they found the side door open when they came back, and that whoever killed her is someone familiar with that access point, someone who's been to the house before. It's at this point, nearly 3 hours after Kayla's body was discovered, that the cops spot somebody suspicious lurking nearby the crime scene.
Possible suspect, right over there. Like right around the corner.
Jesus Christ. What?
Yeah, I think it's the, it might be the roommate or something that they found. I don't know.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it?
Oh yeah, a little bit. They have somebody detained right now. They're actually, so they just found a potential suspect right down the street. Okay. So that's where all the detectives went right now.
Okay, I'm gonna catch up with.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Transfer over to my truck. All right, just take him over, back over to the truck.
He's going back to your truck?
Back to my truck.
Yep. Everything in your pockets. Any weapons? Knife?
No hablo inglés.
Oh, I got you. Did you already search him?
Yeah.
Okay, he's good.
This unknown male, whose face has been censored by the police department because he's only 16 at the time, doesn't speak a word of English, and it's not initially clear what he's been arrested for, only that the detectives know a killer often returns to the scene of the crime.
Okay, I don't have his name.
His name is added to the CAD.
Okay.
But there was no
all he had
return.
was like an employment ID. So if you could work on that, getting a positive ID on him when you get there, that would be awesome.
Walter Martinez, that's it. Common Walter Martinez.
Okay.
It was added to the CAD.
Okay.
Date of birth 8/12/06.
Alright.
Yeah, so that's all.
Cool.
Walter Martinez is something of a blank slate. He's from El Salvador and only arrived in the U.S. recently. The cops suspect that he's a member of MS-13, the international criminal gang, which has a particular presence in El Salvador. It's known for drug and human smuggling, prostitution, extortion, and murder, operating in 6 countries and with thousands of members. Some of these members have been entering the U.S. illegally for years. They're known to be active around Washington, D.C. and Maryland, where MS-13 graffiti has been found. Multiple killings across the state have been attributed to MS-13 cliques in recent years, including the shooting deaths of 19-year-old Michael Ariel Chacon Nataren in 2024 and 17-year-old Carlos Ivan Osegura Funes in 2023. Walter Martinez has tattoos which match MS-13's preferred sigils. And when they check his records back in El Salvador, they learned he's listed as a member of the gang, even as a 16-year-old. To join the MS-13 gang, members have to go through a number of tests, such as getting wet, which often means carrying out a violent crime, whether murder of a rival gang member or a targeted victim. Number 2, ritualistic sacrifices. There have been cases where, to prove themselves, recruits or existing members are asked to commit horrific acts of violence, sometimes described as sacrifices to the gang's dark reputation. In some accounts, a beast or satanic entity. These initiations are a way to ensure the member is completely committed to the gang's ethos of kill, control, and to make it almost impossible for them to leave, as the only way out is often death. Could Kayla, living in a Salvadorian immigrant community, have somehow become mixed up in gang politics? Walter having so little English, the police arrange for a translator to be present in their interview that night, or rather early the next morning since they don't sit down until after 3 a.m. Notice how the detective keeps his own tattoos uncovered throughout the interview to establish trust, a special interview technique for these situations.
Explain to him what this is, and then have him just write his name out here, just like we normally do, and have him read each line and initial. Alright, my name is Detective Shofsall. I'm a detective with the Aberdeen Police Department. Our discussion, or us talking today, is going to be audio and visually recorded on the 2 cameras up there and this little camera right here. Okay? Do you have any idea why we brought you here to the police station today?
Not really, no. I was surprised to be brought here.
How long have you been in the United States?
About 3 or 4 months.
And do you remember where you came into the United States?
Texas.
The Texas border?
Yeah.
Did you have family up here in Maryland, or how did you get here to Aberdeen?
Yes.
In what part?
Here in Aberdeen and Frederick.
Okay, you have family here and in Frederick?
Yeah.
Okay.
He says his brother lives just a few streets away from his house, which the cops verify to be true. But this interview will reveal that he's far from a family man. When they ask where he lives, he gives them Kayla's address, proving what they already suspected, that he's the missing roommate.
And how long have you lived at that address?
Look, I think about a week.
Okay.
And so I'm staying as a relative.
Okay, from El Salvador?
Like my stepfather is like family to them.
Okay.
Walter tells them he works as a packer in a warehouse. The job is essentially cash in hand, which is vital since he's only 16 and also undocumented.
And well, yeah, my family is poor and all. We don't have a way to pay him. The coyote sent word that if I didn't send him money, he was gonna go shoot down my uncle's doors.
When does he usually work? Like what days, what time?
Sometimes I start at 2. I get off around 8, 9.
2 in the afternoon and 9 at night?
Yes.
And from Monday to Friday?
No, sometimes I only work 3 or 4 days.
3 or 4 days?
I don't work much.
Who else do you live with there on 3rd? Who stays in that house?
So it's me and, I think there are about 6 of us who actually live there. I mean, if I remember correctly.
6 people?
Yes.
So it's you and who else?
2 girls, a young child, and 2 more girls, all together.
6 people, to include Kayla and her boyfriend.
While living there, have either of the 2 couples invited you into their room, or have you gone into their room, one of the couples?
No.
So they've never invited you into their rooms?
No, I've only gone to knock on their door like that when they have clothes in the washer so I can do my laundry.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing more.
Right, so they've never invited you, or you haven't gone into their room without their permission?
No.
Do you know the names of all the people living there with you, besides Augustin?
No.
You don't know the 2 girls and the other guy who...
No, sorry.
Have you, talked to or hung out with Kay's girlfriend?
No, it's just that I don't like to with women who are taken like that, because, too many problems.
According to Walter, he took little notice of Kayla in the brief time that they lived together. She was just another roommate.
You never entered Kika's room or with this girl Kayla, or even alone?
No, I've just arrived like that. I haven't gone inside like that.
Okay. Do you know how Kike's relationship was with his girl? How did they treat each other?
No, I've just heard the girl crying inside sometimes. But other than that, nothing else. I like to mind my own business and stay out of other people's lives.
Again, he insists he keeps himself to himself, while also casting suspicion on Enrique or Kiki as a possible suspect.
And was Queek at the house? Where was Queeky?
No, he was at work.
He's casting the net wide, also saying he saw a strange white guy in her room.
He understands that people in the neighborhood talk. Have you heard anything, any rumors about Kike's girlfriend?
Yeah. No.
Can you walk me through your day-to-day? From when you got up this morning until the time he came looking for you?
This morning, I woke up around 8.
You got up at 8?
And then I went ahead and made some food for myself.
He made some breakfast?
I left it in the room. It was just a snack.
Okay. He left the food in his room.
A plate of eggs with 2 tortillas. From there, I went for a walk for a bit, and then I came back. I went to get some cold water.
What time did you leave? Leave time?
Around 9 or 10, something like that.
Did you leave at noon?
Yeah, but since I don't have the time, the phone works, but it doesn't work right.
Okay, so you went out with your brother at 12?
Yeah, around then, something like that. I can't tell you if it was 11 or 12 because I didn't see the time.
So did you and your brother go out to eat?
We went to see if they were buying a computer.
Okay, what store did you go to?
To Amazon, something like that it's called. But no.
Did you go to a store?
But we went to 2. We went to 2, at the second one we went to.
What was the first store?
I don't really know the names, but my brother definitely knows them.
And this was between 11 and 12 in the morning?
Between one of those hours.
So about between 11 and 12.
Maybe it's a translation issue, or maybe he's changing his story to try to give himself an alibi.
I bought some earrings.
A beverage?
No, earrings, for the ears. This one was already pierced, and I did this one.
Oh, okay.
The last store we went to.
And where's that store?
I don't know its name.
Is it here in Aberdeen, or is it outside Aberdeen? Where is it?
I don't know Aberdeen very well, to be honest.
Okay, so you bought the earrings, and then what happened?
What?
After you bought the earrings, what happened? What else did you do?
What else did I do? Well, we came back with my brother.
At what time? Huh? At what time?
It must have been like 2:30, because my brother went to work then. It was almost 3 already.
Okay.
And I came home, left the things, and went out to the hallway.
Between 2:30 and 3?
Mm-hmm. I went out of the house, in the hallway, and put on my earring, pierced my ear.
Okay, I thought you said Kevin was going to work.
Huh?
I thought you said Kevin was going to work.
Sorry?
He brought you back, right? You returned at 2:30, between 2 and 3, because Kevin had to go to work.
Yeah, but he dropped me off at home and then went upstairs. Because the two of them, Jarny and Kevin, worked together.
Oh, okay.
They worked together. They left and I was alone.
So you, Jarny, and Kevin were together when you bought the earrings. Okay.
We went to eat at La Campo, too, which is the place where we also bought the things we needed. It was a nice experience, and we enjoyed our time there.
It's a convoluted story, but not necessarily untrue. In fact, he's seen on Walmart CCTV with his brother and the friend. They're even seen shopping for electronics, just like he said. But what he did in the afternoon is irrelevant. The cops know, after all, that Kayla died at 11:03 a.m.
Then I left the food inside, put some water in the fridge, 2 bottles of water to cool, and then I went back out and pierced my ear.
And then what else?
And then I left.
Where'd you go?
I walked around the park. I walked all over the place, man. I like to walk a lot.
How much time were you there in the park?
I was there for approximately an hour and a half or 2.
And then Walter has a question of his own regarding his living situation.
And I had a question for him. I don't know if I'll be able to keep living in the same...
The same?
Room.
Why do you ask? Why? Why the question?
No, because I don't know if you or someone else told me that supposedly the girl was dead.
I don't remember. Who told you?
A policeman. I don't know if it was you or someone else.
Okay.
I asked him, and that's why I'm asking, because I wouldn't want to be in danger there.
He doesn't yet know why the cops have picked him up. Is this an honest inquiry or diverting suspicion? They lead him back to the events of this morning.
The room, the door to Kike's room, was it open or was it closed?
Why would I lie to you? I didn't notice.
Toby, were you at the house when the police started arriving?
No, I wasn't.
But he was walking in the nearby vicinity, meaning that he could have been carrying Kayla's phone when it pinged at 4 p.m.
How did you find out the police were at your house?
Oh, when I arrived, I saw the police and I went to ask the lady who rents to me.
It'll take more than just suspicious behavior to implicate him in Kayla's death. They'll need evidence.
I was taking some pictures of his hands and chest and body, face, nothing like no nudity or anything. And then that would be by our crime scene now.
The detective asks if he saw Kayla this morning.
Kike's girlfriend, did you see her today?
Oh yeah.
What time did you see her?
As soon as I woke up in the morning.
When you woke up, you saw her at what time?
Huh?
What time?
It was around 8 when I woke up. It was around 8.
When you saw her, where was she?
Leaving the room, she was going to the living room.
Leaving the room? She was going to the living room?
She was going to the living room.
And what were you doing?
Yeah.
And what were you doing?
I was starting to do the laundry.
So she came out of her room to the living room. You were washing your clothes.
Yes.
And then where did she go?
to the room.
But the thing is,
after that, I didn't see her again.
Then Walter turns the conversation back to the white guy he claims to have seen 2 days ago.
And that guy you're telling us about, did he look like he used drugs or not?
He kind of looked like he smoked marijuana, you know?
Okay.
Otherwise, he maintains his story. He saw Kayla briefly just once in the morning and never again. And he doesn't even know her name.
If you guys say there's no problem with me living there, I'll keep living there. I don't know if there's a problem. I usually start work at 2 o'clock.
You work today? Today at 2?
What?
You start work at 2?
Yes.
Okay, you work today at 2?
I'm not working today.
Not today?
No.
Appreciate you sitting around for us and speaking with me tonight. We just have to have you sit downstairs with one of our officers for a little bit longer. And then we should be good to release you so you can go home.
They aren't letting him go just yet.
I'm gonna cuff you in the front, okay? Now.
Since he's been cooperative with us.
¿Y has cooperado con nosotros before? Okay.
While the detective has been interviewing Walter, the other cops have been going over the scene of the crime. Kayla's things are scattered across her room, including her wallet. Talking to Enrique, they determine that money is missing from it. Let's not forget that Walter needed money to pay back the man who smuggled him into the country. The medical examiner finds that Kayla's cause of death was homicide by strangulation. She was strangled with a phone charging cord, implying it was a murder of opportunity. She was also sexually assaulted, and her assailant left his DNA behind. This DNA takes a long time to process. In the meantime, Walter is held with Child Protective Services rather than in jail because he's still a minor and he says he's in danger from the traffickers he owes money. He's enrolled in a high school, which he's soon forced to leave following behavioral problems. And 6 months after Kayla's killing, the DNA results finally come back. That DNA is a match for none other than Walter Martinez. He assaulted and murdered Kayla and claimed he didn't even know her name. He's arrested on January 15, 2023. And while he's in custody, he sends a letter to a pastor back in El Salvador trying to confess his sins, not realizing that all mail in and out of jail is vetted. In the letter, he admits to 4 murders and 2 alongside other unspecified crimes.
The letter that we received from the Harford County Detention Center, where the defendant made the admissions that we spoke about in our press release, that was really what changed the course of this in order to sort of transition this from a trial to a plea.
With a written confession and evidence, there's no escaping what he's done. On August 21, 2024, Walter pleads guilty to murder in the first degree. At his sentencing hearing, Kayla's mother reads out a statement.
Her hopes, dreams, and goals were shattered and taken from her on July 27, 2022, through the evil actions of the defendant, Walter Martinez.
He is sentenced to 70 years in prison, followed by 5 years of supervised probation, when he will almost certainly be deported, if he's still alive. Because he was a minor at the time of the killing, Maryland law prohibited a sentence of life without parole.
I knew in the beginning that it wasn't his first crime. Nobody commits their first crime this horrific and this evil. I had a feeling he did it before.
At the sentencing hearing, the voicemail Kayla left Enrique at the moment of her death is played. He was wrong about the voice on it. There weren't 2 men, just one, and that man was Walter Martinez. Prosecutors believe the sound at the end of the recording was him apologizing in Spanish for what he'd done. Too little, too late. Kayla's family files a $100 million wrongful death lawsuit against the Department of Homeland Security for allowing Walter into the country in the first place, knowing he had an MS-13 tattoo and registered gang affiliation. But all the money in the world won't bring her back. It's not clear if Kayla's phone was ever recovered, and we'll likely never know why she was killed if there even was a reason. And if this does trace back to MS-13, it's a world defined by murder and control. Kayla may have been completely innocent, just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and it cost her everything. What do you think about this chilling story? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe, keep up with our channel, and we'll see you very soon on The Decoder.